So I clearly didn't remember or realize that YouTube Live doesn't have a flash. This is not Snapchat. You can just see my teeth and the whites of my eyes. Anyways, I just wanted to rant, and this is my new. Did this thing turn off? The audacity. Oh, it's doing updates. Updates that I told it not to do. And this is how it turns off. I don't hear my alarms. I don't get up, and I miss my second job that which is what I'm ranting about today. I'm not saying my parents are rich, and maybe this is a lesson to myself to stop complaining so much. I like to think that I talk about how broke I am so that I make other people comfortable. I don't want people to ever see me, when I found a crazy clearance bargain on a fancy fake fur coat and I paid $15 for something people think is worth $55. I don't want people to think that I'm living at a higher level than I am, and that's why I like sharing that information. Like, this is my salary, this is how much I spend on groceries a week, this is how much disposable income I have, none, and that's what I believe I'm doing. I'm not just complaining for the sake of complaining, because I know I'm not poor. Like, that's why I made the conscious decision to use the word broke, because if I was poor, I wouldn't know where my next meal is coming from. I would literally not have anything available to me, but I'm broke. I am comfortable, I just can't afford to do extravagant extra things. And if enough bad things happen to me, I'd be shit up a creek. But most of the time, I'm gonna continue to be fine. But my parents, who are not rich, I think they're like upper working class. No, they're middle class. They're definitely middle class. They're not working class. They're not. I think they're upper middle class, and I think they're solid middle class. But they like to act like they ain't got no money. I tried to call them to be a good daughter, and their house phone, which they have had, since before I was in high school, it's over a decade. Over a decade. I don't know how long. Is doing this weird crickle crackle thing, so it sounds like there's over you when you're talking, which is very annoying. I looked up on Amazon, which my parents have full access to my Amazon account, so that they can use Amazon Prime to order themselves things. I looked up to get the same brand of phones they have, just, slightly newer version. $100. I could afford to spend $100 right now. It'd take me a while to pay it off. I can put on my credit card right now and do it. I could take it out of my savings right now and do it. They aren't doing it, and instead just don't understand people who call them literally and only make outgoing calls from their cell phones. It's frustrating to me when I click a button on my phone, I have to wait a full 5 seconds for it to react. Because my iPhone 6S was only meant to last 2 years. Apple really wanted me to upgrade after 1 year. But I've been keeping it for 3, going on 4 years. So it's frustrating to me. I have to save up $500 from somewhere to be able to buy a new phone this year. I have to. And they won't drop $100 on phones. My mother is using a Motorola Razr X from like 2012 at the newest. 6-year-old phone that doesn't work. There's so many things that don't work on it, and she refuses to upgrade. Instead, just complains about it. Why isn't this working? Why can't I do this? It angers me, and I don't want to help her because she'd get a brand new phone. I want an iPhone. I want a newer iPhone. I want an iPhone with 64 gigs of space. She doesn't need all that. She literally just wants a basic ass Android phone. And she could have that for cheap, for $300 less on eBay, Amazon. And she refuses to. Like, their refrigerator doesn't refrigerate, so they have to keep everything in the freezer. They could afford to call someone to get an estimate, buy a brand new one, buy a random old one, buy a white refrigerator that doesn't have the dual doors. And they don't. You know why I'm recording this video in the dark? Because I can't have my lights on at the same time as my heater, and it is 60 degrees inside my apartment because I can't afford to put on the thermostat. So I have a space heater that can't run at the same time as lights. But actually, it can't run at the same time as anything else because literally the only thing I had, my phone was charging in this socket, like it always does. My laptop was charging in that socket so that I could have my alarms on so I can wake up for my second job because the bitch is broke. And my space heater was on in the socket, the third socket. Granted, I think my roommate was outside in the kitchen, which shares this wall right here with me, and had the lights on and stuff. Maybe that's what it was. But just the space heater I put it on was 9:30, 9:45. I was going to bed early so I could wake up for that job. And it's turned off. Oh, you know what? I lied. Where my laptop was, I also had my humidifier that I got off Amazon because I would put in the space heater on so I could stay warm, and I was waking up with my like sinuses messed up because I was drying out. So my best friend actually, I asked her where she got her humidifier from Amazon. She told me it was like $30. I was like, well, I'll just wait to buy one, and then she bought it for me for Christmas, which is a blessing. I appreciate her. My best friend also works 2 jobs. I'm so glad I have broke best friends. I can't have no rich friends' money. They'll just be buying shoes and going out eating every day and doing shit. A bitch does not have the time or the money. But yeah, it's just frustrating to me because I am definitely part of the generation who are not doing better than our parents, which is strange, I guess, especially because my parents were immigrants. I mean, I guess in theory, I'm doing better than my parents. Because my parents, when they were my age, weren't even in this country yet. My parents had kids late, so I wasn't born yet. But in relation to, okay, my parents X amount of years after they graduated college versus me, I don't know, man. I just don't know. I just get very annoyed and very frustrated with them. Like, I make it every day because I pick myself up by the bootstraps and taught myself how to, handle my business. And so it's frustrating to me to see others like me struggle. I'm always offering my services to my friends. Like, if you need somebody to ask about, like, budgeting or savings plan, health insurance. I may not know a lot, but I'll tell you what I do know and tell you where to look for other stuff, I want my people to succeed, so it's frustrating to see people who are for sure doing better than us choosing to do worse, It's just frustrating. Anyways, I don't need to go sleep because I actually wake up at 6 a.m. for that job, and I'm pretty sure it's 11 o'clock right now. That bitch is broke. Deuces. Why did the light get super bright when I hit end? That's so strange.